In the spring of 2019, an art exhibition in Beijing captivated the attention of the art world. Entitled A Journey Through Cultures, the solo exhibition at the Beijing Padma Art Space presented 60 works by French artist Jean-Charles Pigeau and a chance for people to experience art at the intersection of civilizations. From Buddhism to Taoist beliefs and the porcelain culture, the strong presence of Chinese elements made people wonder what has created the unusual connection between the French sculptor and the ancient Oriental civilization. Born in Paris, Jean-Charles Pigeau has been traveling around the world since the 1990s, creating contemporary art pieces with inspiration drawn from historical and cultural scenes. His art studio sits in downtown Paris. As unexpected as it could be, Pigeau's first contact with China was at an acupuncture session when he was 11. Intrigued by Taoist beliefs, Pigeau began to explore more about China and developed his early knowledge about the Chinese culture from his favorite museums in Paris.
I studied the traces of ancient China through books and museums in Paris. I learned that jade song symbolizes earth and jade bee symbolizes the sky. I try to make the connection by applying those symbols to my works. Connecting the East and the West is what I do.
But it was not until he went to the Longmen grottos that he was completely blown away by the story of China. About 100 kilometers south of Paris lies Pigeau's countryside workshop in Échilleuse. Pigeau calls it a retreat from his busy urban life, where he can experiment with large sculptures and avant-garde ideas like this one in the Arcade series.
This is a piece I created called Meditation. It incorporated Buddhist thinking.
Arcade, or meditative spaces in Indian, conveys Pigeau's understanding of Buddhism. The outer surface, made of plaster, looks like samsara pagodas, while the hollowed-out golden insides resemble the contours of the Buddha in traditional Chinese folk style. Pigeau's artwork is emblematic of the growth in the field of cultural dialogue between France and China since the two countries first established diplomatic ties in 1964. More than 2 million Chinese people now visit France each year, and about 100,000 French and Chinese are learning each other's languages. The two countries have also embraced each other's movies, literature, museums, cultures, and heritage. Jean-Charles Pigeau was on another trip to China. This time, his destination for artistic inspiration is Beijing. His student Liu Xiaomin is picking him up at the airport. Xiaomin has suggested Pigeau visit a few historical sites in Beijing, including CGTN or the Beijing Imperial Academy. First built in the year 1306, the Beijing Imperial Academy was the top institution of learning during many of China's ancient dynasties. Chinese people traditionally believed that the earth is square and heaven is round. This is a concept that's reflected in most ancient Chinese architecture, and it's something Pigeau has incorporated into his artwork.
This is where the emperor used to teach every 4 years. The interesting part about it is that this building's base is square, and square symbolizes earth, just like the jade song. And there's water surrounding the building in a circle. The concept of Earth is square and heaven is round has inspired me a lot.
The connection between China and Europe can be traced back to as early as the year 130 BC, when the ancient Silk Road was the most prosperous. The ancient trade route linking China with the West carried goods and ideas between the two great civilizations of Rome and China.
This is a two-way exchange that keeps on going. It's an exchange of knowledge and a powerful interpersonal exchange that goes beyond the diplomatic world. It's a profound type of art.
China also received Nestorian Christianity and Indian Buddhism via the Silk Road. The routes had a lasting impact on commerce, culture, and history that resonates even today.
The Silk Road does not belong to any single country. It's a product of exchanges and interactions between cultures and civilizations.
Pigeau has now set up a new studio in a suburb of Beijing, working on projects bringing his French heritage and Chinese culture together. His cross-cultural journey is only beginning.